Oh, somebody's killing us.
As the sun is shining, times are bright. Things have never been more better, more gooder. Holy crap, man, this shadow is ridiculous. Look at this. Oh, well, maybe this will help. Behold! A little bit. Oh, that'd have to be much brighter. I have the windows open today, and it's overcast, which means there's, like, diffuse lighting coming in from the windows. But I have a giant vertical monitor that's, like, blocking it, creating this giant shadow right here. Whatever. They'll just... Like, this is angelic. I can be your angle. Or I can be your devil. We're gaming hard, man. Ultra Nightmare's been going very well. Ever since I played through the DLC, which is it really has taught me a lot, I think, about how to practice properly, how to gain skill effectively, and also how to, like, I don't know. Taught me you can cut off making repetitive mistakes way earlier than you think you can. Like, you don't have to just keep bashing your head against it. I guess to some degree, I don't know, I've thought through this before about, like, how do you improve when you genuinely don't know what to do? Time for Doog. So, on my Ultra Nightmare save, I'm afraid to click on it because I don't want to accidentally launch it. I'm up to Necroval. So here's the strat, is that I'm going to... So there's only 4 more levels. They're also really long and really hard. I'm going to practice the individual levels on Nightmare until I can run them through and I, like, get to know every fight. Specifically get to know, like, where certain monsters spawn, where I should be saving BFG shots and things like that. And then I will run it on Ultra Nightmare. I can die on Nightmare, I can't die on Ultra Nightmare. I'm trying to explain all this because, you know, people were justifiably confused before, I think. But yeah. Get into the Yakuza games? Yes. Like a lot of games I would dearly love. Hold on.
Of hell's victims. This is the factory where that takes place.
Like a lot of games I know I would dearly love, for some reason I haven't just dove into it yet. But I will soon. I will very soon. I'm super excited for Like a Dragon, because I love JRPGs. And I have always liked the Yakuza series, even though I haven't really finished any Yakuza game. But I will be starting Yakuza 0 and playing through the series very, very soon. Which is partially why I'm playing this today. It's because I'm actually getting in a lot of great progress on beating it on Ultra Nightmare. And if I do, then that'll open up tons of streams for things that aren't Doom, even though I will still absolutely play this game. I love it so much. Oh shit, I thought that was a cackle for a second. It's gonna take me a second to warm up. Shit. Whew. They are not at all friendly with that stagger timing. You've got to be in there. Good to learn. Good to learn. Open up your schedule for Ace Combat. Yeah. How long is Ace Combat 7? I have enjoyed Ace Combat games in the past. Oh, there's a guy right here. Oh, I can just BFG and then pick an ammo pickup. I wonder if I should do that. Because that approach can be a little tricky with the 2 mancubuses, and they kind of make you come down a certain path. It can be a little sticky. 15 hours? Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I do like Ace Combat. The stories have definitely gotten out there, but I appreciate that they've never given up. Never given up on that all-critical narrative with Ace Combat games. It's just weird to me how divorced the narrative is from anything that happens in a mission. There's just... Correct me if I'm wrong here, if I'm just speaking out my ass about Ace Combat, but I feel like they always invest all this effort into setting up characters and dialogue that all happens between missions, and then the missions themselves are just like, it's those people, but nothing about their characters happens. You end up, like, fighting a giant floating spaceship at some point. Not endorsing Arizona's brand new legal flower, but when I was blazed, I realized the fantastic nature of Yakuza 0 comes from going to every exclamation point and being sucked into a new story. Yeah, I think big Witcher 3 vibes with that too. Just being in a world of just really colorful people and just experiencing the joy of that creativity expressed through the game over and over again. Being constantly surprised. Yeah, super sick. That, I think that's a reason to get excited about Cyberpunk that people don't really talk about. I think looking forward to a diverse... Okay, this is an interesting fight. So the first Baron of Hell is here, I think. Or no, the first Tyrant is here. And then apart from that, I remember this being a pretty gnarly fight. They throw a lot of big guys at you, but 1 or 2 at a time. So I remember this one being a little little tricksy. Yeah, this is a practice run, exactly, Sino. The way you can tell is that there's a life counter in the upper left. Do you mind A7 spoilers regarding the main character? I mean, use your judgment. If you think it's something that like makes the game way more fun to not know, then don't tell me. But I'm not a stickler on it. Like I was intimating before, I don't know that I've played an Ace Combat game that has really blown my mind in regards to narrative. I don't know what I have to do to make this big guy spawn. Oh. Oh no, he's down. I watched the rest of the GDQ speedrun, and one thing I noticed is the super reliance on quickscoping to do a lot of DPS to fodder and to large demons. It seems like if it's a big enemy that doesn't move very fast, the go-to, the highest DPS is just rolling lock-on rockets. But apart from that, it seems like there's a lot of quickscope swap to rocket, just back to quickscope, and just that. Big spoiler, but the main character of Ace Combat becomes an ace. Why would I play an anime girl about an I mean, I guess I said it. Why would I play an anime game about an asexual anime girl? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. That's a joke. All you asexual people, anime or otherwise, you have value. I was going into my horny character for a second. Ace 5 had the best story. I don't remember the story from... I don't remember any of them. I remember enjoying them at the time. They were like fun little side political stories. I remember Ace Combat 0 actually had a really cool, like pretty gritty character tale that I was into. Ace Combat is anime? Oh yeah. Ace Combat's big anime. It's weird. Like, Ace Combat is essentially a JRPG, except all of the combat is in Sky. But it has like this weird, very linear, overly complicated narrative to it that's all told through these just monolithic cutscenes or dialogue briefings and stuff. This is a really cool arena. All these dudes. Yeah, I think some people have been sleeping on Ace Combat. I think maybe that's been happening. I don't know what's going on down here. Like some shit I gotta kill. We got some big puzzles. Thought it was more like Hawks. I mean, so gameplay-wise, yeah, it is an arcade jet fighter game. You have like 3 million rockets, and all you do is just go around and blow up like 18 million enemies from Uzbekistan or Azakistan or Fallujah-stan. Like, it's always a stan, but a fake one. Ripped from the headlines thing. I'm not doing too well. One thing I also noticed, the speedrunner does not use the chain gun like at all. So it's like a fictional conflict somewhere in a fictional anime country. Yeah, they don't want to be directly offensive. Yeah, it's... Oh, it's Belka almost always? Yeah, you're right. The Belkan... Yeah, you're right, it is. The Belkans are the overarching enemy. Like I said, I don't know, I am spewing misinformations and half-truths right now. These are all very fuzzy memories from a time long ago. It's been a minute since I played an Ace Combat game. And when I did play it, I just kind of like went through it in a couple sittings and I was like, okay. Yeah, this is when you're flying around in jets. In this jet fighter game. To be honest, it's one of those like Japanese series that I thought was just gone. I thought we were unfortunately the world had moved on from Ace Combat. And then 7 came out and I was like, oh, sick. Experiencing Morrowind for the first time. Ooh. How are you liking it, Aldridge? Or sorry, Celastral.
The sightless judge. It determines who's fit to begin the soul extraction process.
Belka detonated 7 nukes on their own soil, so they're kind of dicks. Goodness. That is, that's a pretty asshole thing to do, for sure. It's Doom a character action game. It's pretty close to it. It's a character action game with aiming. Oh, this thing! Yeah! So this is... On this, an Icon of Sin, the runner would just quick swap between heavy assault rifle and rocket launcher. And that was their DPS cycle. Which it would be mine if I could do it. Ow. And then falling in the lava is obviously not a good call. Yeah. Oh shit. This got complicated. Gotta remember to chainsaw at the end of arenas more. Something to be reminded of. Fuck.
The shield is lowered. Now.
Get my dash back. What the? I'm gonna die in lava. Okay, I was trying to meat hook off that thing, and I saw that and thought it was it. Okay, so this guy just never dies. God damn it. Okay, so the runner would just kill the one pain elemental and move on. That's fine. I figured I would have to reacquaint myself with that room. Also, there are tons of fights here that they just skip. So I'm gonna have to be good. Can't be cheating. Can't be cheating and skipping fights. Huh, shit. I don't think there's an archvile here. What was that Brain and Doom lore? That's a really good question. I think it's considered to be one of like the generals in the Dark Army. I can't recall off the top of my head if they explicitly pin down what that thing is or why you punch it in half. This is Calabasas or something. Yeah, it doesn't get a lore entry, I don't think. But I think it is referenced in some of the other lore entries that would take a bit of hunting around now. Oh, hey, what's up, Dr. Sinmore? Good to see you again. I'm just listening to the soundtrack? Good shit. I haven't done it yet. Maybe I told myself that would be my reward for finishing Ultra Nightmares, that I get to listen to the soundtrack. Sim talks about it while you're writing to it. Oh, you're right. I was not paying attention to that lore at all. There is one of these, like, split-level fights that has an archvile in it. And I don't remember which one it is. There is a BFG cell in this fight. So, that's good to know. And I have the Crucible still. So I'm not... I think it's this one. I think this is the one with the archvile. I don't know how much shit I gotta kill. He's gonna come out and say hi. Really like you can get him spawning in. What? Survive, bitch. Got this crunchy guitar. Holy shit. Ooh! Whatever. I gotta kill this stupid-ass whiplash. Hey! Who's this guy? All-Night Caco. Okay, alright, whatever. Oh! Oh, goodness. So tricky. Ah, fuck, I'm gonna go down. Maybe not. There it goes. Cacos, man. They can get you. They can get your ass. Why is it Cacodemon? It's like the only thing that kills me now. Ah, there you are. Okay. Okay, so there's 2 waves, and then the Archvile comes out. Good to know. Which changed about your learning process for Ultra Nightmare runs? I mean, the biggest thing was, I mean, it wasn't honestly me changing anything. It was just the DLC coming out. Having content that was, to a pretty fine degree, just so much harder than the content that I played, sort of forced me to adopt a standard of play that was higher than what I needed for the campaign. And when you're playing on Ultra Nightmare, if you're playing right at the skill level you need all the time, it's much more wobbly, and you can die a lot more often. But if you're constantly excelling, if you're constantly playing above that in terms of like the speed at which you kill demons, the amount of resources you generate, it can just push you well above the survival threshold. So it was really just playing the DLC that to clear that, I had to learn how to play a different way, a better way. And that was it. So actually, annoyingly, I could have potentially played master levels and probably drilled those a few times, and that maybe would have gotten me where I needed to be. Look at these little, like, tentacle claw hands. Jesus Christ. Wait, this is going backwards, isn't it? Isn't that where the brain was? Why am I going this way? Battle through the Soul Factory. Yeah, I had to get good. I mean, honestly, you're right. But it's not like I wasn't trying to get good before. It's the manner in which you get good that can be challenging, especially if you're kind of operating in an intellectual vacuum, which I half did on purpose, so I share the blame for that. I think another thing I really could stand to get over is the insistence on achieving all performance catharsis on my own. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It feels good doing that way, but God, is it inefficient. Too late, so I'm gonna get some ammo out of that. Or armor, whatever. I guess there's an extra life. Might as well go get it. Been dropping them. Oh. Yeah, Celastral. I don't know that Bethesda was really at fault about what happened with the relationship with Mick Gordon. And it is for sure a shame that things seem to be a little strained there. Well, who knows? Given enough time, make goods can happen. But man, soundtrack of the DLC sure did prove that people can step up. So I got no worries about the future of Doom music. I don't know if there's anything up there. There's not. We're getting oh, this is the Rage Totem room. All right, this room sucks. Yeah, let's see if I can. Oh, the strats. Yeah. Still, man, this room still sucks. Ugh. Where's that kid? I don't know where the Cyber Mancubus is anymore. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay. How'd you momentum like that? You can... What the fuck was hitting me? What the absolute shit? What was that? What is it? Alright. Sorry. You can jump off of being a meat hook. So... And it gives you a ton of momentum. So, again, things I absorbed from watching the speed run. You can just meat hook onto the closest enemy, bop up. Spikes on the wall and that climb. Oh, spikes hurt you like that? Oh, I guess you're right. Look at that. That's dumb. The runner also did that trick to get up there, but I killed everything, so I gotta do it slow. That's okay. I'm not trying to be fast. I'm just trying to be good. We all just trying to be good. Honored Samurai, thanks for the sub. Flamadeus, thank you. Robot Ralph, thanks for the prime. Game Attack! Oh, that was a long time ago now. I was like for the raid, yeah. Raided me right before I shut down. Oh, what timing. It's quitting time on Twitch, and that just becomes a whole mess. Ow! Yeah, those plungers are not on a... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's try this. Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, right, there's a whiplash here. I think I BFG'd this before. Ow. Fuck. God damn it. Whew. Yeah, I forgot about that whiplash. That's gonna be good to think about. That's gonna be good to think about. I guess maybe I could just get a triple lock on, like scoot it around the Marauder. I don't know. It's like another part of like having to play the DLC is just getting way better at resource generation. So I'm going into fights with full resources a lot more often now. So it means like I can take a hit from a whiplash and recover. It doesn't mean I just die instantly. Okay, I remember this being a really good BFG room. And actually, I need to use a BFG shot. I don't think you can come back after shooting it. Maybe you can. No, you cannot. Okay, so yeah. I shot way too early. Alright. We've all been there. That was actually not very good. Okay, learning. So, if I come into the final encounter, like I need to use BFG somewhere in that level. There are two cells. There's one after the beginning and one in the mid. Okay, so I can use two cells. One needs to. I might as well use the one at the beginning. I can't really think of a better place than that bridge. And then I can probably use it on the Marauder. They're not good against Marauder, but it would be nice to just know that whiplash is dead, like beyond a shadow of a doubt. Come on. I think I might use the minigun just to be like, if I'm cornered, it's a pretty good way to buy some time and let enemies either scoot away from you or like throw a grenade or something like that. Where are the fodder? Where are the fodder enemies right now? Oh, they're down in there. Alright. Hoping to get that. Hoping to get that carcass. There you are.
Once the spirit is broken, transferred to the soul extraction chamber.
Best lore. Ice Bomb, Blood Punch, Grenade combo gets those guys real quick. I keep forgetting you can do that. I keep forgetting you can freeze them. Shucks, I'm so trained around the fight at the end of Doom Hunter base. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Just a little Ice Bomb. A little Ice Bomb will do you. Yeah, you are correct. You're correct about that. Good to remember. Hey, this is what we do this for. Gotta drill it. Learn from mistakes. Alright, oh yeah, gotta do some gymnastics. Might as well get. So, there's a Crucible token here. I'm going to use one on that Archvile. So, that still gets me ahead, or it gets me out. Neutral on Crucible and neutral on BFG. And there's really not that much that's to be scared of beyond that. Maybe I should BFG in the Rage Totem room. Yeah, I think I like that better than the... Marauder hallway. That just... I'll bounce up, take out the Rage Totem, BFG across the room. Just clean it out. One more Crucible charge in the Marauder room? Oh, okay. I mean, I guess there's some Cyber Mancubuses that can be a little annoying, so... Is this the end of the stage? I think it is. Yeah, okay. Okay. Not bad. I'll run it one more time, but that seems pretty clean to me. I fucked up in Relapse last night and feel like my world is crumbling around me today. Thank you for being me. That's a bummer. I'm sorry to hear that, but you don't have to get it right the first time. You just have to get it right eventually. So make sure to in this moment, like here, we can extract life lessons from Doom. You improve not by just willing yourself through the mistakes you make. You improve by noting the circumstances in which you made the mistakes and changing those circumstances. So that's what I would recommend. Find a counselor, stick with a plan, learn your triggers, and definitely stay away from them. So, God damn it, my cord keeper's coming off my desk. Of course this is happening. These cords are just can't happen, man. There's just too many cords. They're too heavy. There's no amount of adhesive to hold them down. DisplayPort cables are just so resistive and thick. Frustrating. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna take a break, use the restroom, come back and run that level again. It is a Doom chair. Check that out. I got this for free. Bethesda sent it to me for doing some QuakeCon work for them. So I gotta disclose that. Gotta disclose those things. Be back in a second. Why would I ever die? I mean, technically, I guess I did, but not on my Ultra Nightmare save, so everything's good. Let's see what we got from the new event. Oh, purple. Ooh, I want that patriotic rocket launcher and the Nerf assault rifle. Sunburn Cubus. Bubblegum. Oh yeah, it does look a little bubblegummy. Bleached bone. How metal. I guess that's. Oh, it's got the looping music again. Oh, weird bug. That seems like a pretty apparent one. Oh, wait, hold up. Boom. Remember when, like, there was a solid year where that JPEG summarized all of internet comedy. Some dude getting beamed in the dick with a rocket and Halo. Yeah. I mean, it's still great, don't get me wrong. It's just such a time capsule of an image. I love it. Oh, man. God bless Bungie. Yeah, no deaths. Well, I did drop a life or two in that last run on Nightmare, but that was the point. Was to die. So I wasn't, like, playing hyper safe. I wasn't trying to dodge out of stuff. When that cackle got me, I was like, yeah, whatever. Probably could have spazzed and saved it. I shouldn't say that, right? Probably shouldn't say that. I think spaz is not sensitive to those with spasms. So, whoopsie. Could have reacted quickly. All right, let's run it again. Not quite my time. Again. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Because I used it all at the end of the last save. Okay, well, whatever. Oh. This is the run. No, I'm still on Nightmare. This is still Nightmare. Not Ultra Nightmare. If I die, it's fine. For now. There's 2 cybers and two cybers and a... Or, yeah. 2 cyber... Whatever. God. Arachnotron. Alright, get down here. Hup. Alright, let me think about this. I got a little toasted from not really being in on this guy before. God damn. So if he starts the stomp animation before he's staggered, he still gets to do it. Or maybe the animation came out just before the stagger hit. I don't know. Saw a speedrun for Doom DLC, 5 minutes? Oh god. Well, that's got to be like out of bounds and tons of fight skips. Was it? I mean, I'm sure there's a 100% category for it, so that might have a little more action. So I didn't remember that a Kakademon spawns there. Hold on a second. It's getting a little choppity, and I don't know why. Maybe if I click it into the power of full screen. I've been experimenting a lot with display settings lately. I shouldn't have done that. Hey Reclaimer, welcome. I'm excited for you to be here. Let's kill some demons, huh? Also, yeah, Fireball's sponsoring the stream today. If you use the Fireball command, you can get a affiliate tracking link to buy some Fireball cinnamon whiskey. I will be tucking into that later. I have a new custom drink to unveil on the stream for you because they paid me to. But also, it's Friday. It's been a hell of a week. Things seem to be taking a certain turn for the Democratic, which is wonderful. Not the party, the concept, to be clear. Although, hard to find, maybe that correlation's more absolute these days. Anyway, I'm gonna be tucking in, man. It's been a week. Feel like busting loose. Fuck. Okay. Hey! Also, next gen comes out next week, so that's exciting. Yeah, there's always hope for Jeb. That's something a lot of the mainstream news media conveniently forgets. That our good buddy Jeb is out there fighting for us every day. Yeah, March Girl, I like the clapping. That's good, if you understand. Couldn't order PS5, so I have to find one. I'm lucky, like, Steph got a pre-order for one, so the household will have one.
Arrive from Earth. Waiting to be selected for the process.
I don't have one myself. I'm gonna wait until I can grab one of the all-digital ones. Which, I mean, pretty gnarly considering it won't have expansions, but that, whatever. All-digital is just like, it still has the same drive, so whatever. So yeah, we'll see how long that takes. Oh yeah, I'll plug this stuff. Next Thursday. Theoretically, the launch day for the PS5, we will be doing Drunk Demon Souls. So make sure to tune in. I'll be on Twitch, and then an edit will go up on YouTube as well. Drunk Souls is copywritten. Well, it's also like Drunk Souls was Dark Souls. This is Demon Souls. Drunk Myon Souls doesn't quite flow like Drunk Souls does. Series S won't have expansions.
Hi.
Oh, does it
What
not?
part
I
of
guess
the
it doesn't.
armed
Yeah.
forces are
Wait,
you with?
does Series S not have that little slot? That little guy? Seaman Souls. Now we're talking. Finally giving people what they crave. Alright, let's listen to Brain
Needs Earth and its soul.
Brain lore.
Her world is dying. The culling allows her people to replenish their resources and survive. As you save your world, you put hers in peril.
When does Shenmue 3 resume? Very soon.
The sightless judge.
Probably gonna put in a lot of time on Witcher 3 in the coming couple weeks because I need to finish it before Cyberpunk comes out. But
The rest will be discarded to the blood.
oh, okay, this is the sorting brain. If hell is Hogwarts, this is the sorting brain. Demon shots? Oh shit! Yeah, you did it. Ray 2 Day, you did it. Thank you for giving me an idea that I will fully take. Demon spirits. That's a great play on words, Scott. I think it's a little too intellectual. Sorry to say. But oh. Shit. Fuck. What the fuck? Okay. What the? What? Oh boy, you gotta get off the. Okay. Gotta get off those quick. No! Oh, I can freeze them. Yeah, I have better recovery options now I should use them. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I haven't died. I was a little concerned. What? The fuck? Okay, I guess they spawn there.
The shield is lowered. Now, while it's exposed.
And here I thought foolishly that I would be able to hear it. He warped. Yeah, he spawned in me. Okay, well. Here, let me... Shit, I probably hit the checkpoint already. Damn it. Wait, no, maybe? No, they're all broken. Let's restart the level. I think I need to drill that room. Want to make super sure, because it's 2 pain elementals and then 2 gargoyles. Wait, what the heck? Can you not mission select? Oh, there it is. Okay. I've never done it this way. Also, it's still momming. What the heck? It's not supposed to do that. Remember your BFG spares? Yeah. I guess between the rage room, the opening hallway, and the pain elementals, did they spawn at the same time? Yeah, I know the gargoyles keep respawning because you need ammo. The gargoyles don't really bother me. It's really just gargoyles and pain elementals and lava. I think I can handle 2 out of 3 just fine. All 3 at once, I think I just demonstrated that I can get stuck a little bit. One after the other on each side? Huh. Not at the same time they constantly spawn. No, I'm talking about the pain elementals. Those don't respawn, right? They spawn one after the other. Okay. But I have the sword too. That's true. That's true. That might be some crucible time. Just get rid of one and then rock out on the other. Oh, they do, just not as fast. Really? Even the pain elementals respawn? Huh. Yeah, Tony, last time I played I actually did discover that they only spawn after you kill 2 eyes. So I actually got all the eyes like almost dead and then started popping them. This is what happens when you use relative and non-specific language. Text chat can be a real bitch. can't be breaking up statements across multiple lines. Not very fast. You can't just sit in the room without them. Okay.
Is made from the soul.
Interesting. I had no... Like, usually that's not how demons of that tier work. Usually they never respawn infinitely, regardless of story trigger. Actually, I can't think of any other instance in the campaign where that happens. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Maybe I just never knew. Hey. Hey. Okay. Alright. Stagger timing is a little more forgiving than I think I thought it was. Alright, where... I don't know where that caco comes from. Also, yes, I totally took that one hit from the cyber because I was looking at chat. You can skip this first area too after you get the crystal. Yeah? Oop! You mean just kind of run past everything? I'm a little scared to do that, to be honest. Because if I miss any platforming, then I'll probably take some hits in the back. That just doesn't feel reliable to me. There. I didn't stagger him! Since there are specific kinds of demons, you think people should just get a character select screen before becoming a demon? Or do you rank up based on the pain you cause? Yeah, there is actually a bit of lore about what kind of demon you become or how demons are made. Some of it has to do with, like, your ability to withstand pain and the nature of your soul or the potency of your soul. Like, basic demons are just like people who just had a little bit of soul energy in them and they were sucked dry and, like, thrown out. Their carcasses are just kind of tossed out on the hell planes. And because of demonic energy, they just get up and start shambling around. So, I appreciate that. Let's see here. I'm just checking things, making sure everything's fine. Do you have a favorite demon to fight? There are some good ones. Revenants are just funny. Like, I think Revenants are cute. Katka demons I do like. They're adorable, even if they are sons of bitches. I really like fighting Marauders, actually. I think it's a really fun sort of knife fight. They go down fast enough to not make it too annoying. And I don't even really know how to cheese them. I'm pretty sure I saw how, finally, is that... Ah, shucks. You gotta, like... You gotta... shoot an ice grenade over their head, so they move their shield up, so you can start hitting them with rockets. Ah, fuck. Oh, that was less than effective. Fat fingers. It actually staggers weapon select, so if you hit one, and then right after that hit another one, you'll switch to the first weapon, and then immediately switch to the second one. Which is good. That's how it ought to be. Sometimes if you see superfluous weapon switching, that is why. Chain gun turret plus quad will annihilate the area? Yeah. I mean, the issue that time wasn't shooting. It was being in bad positions, which the chain gun would not have helped. So I'm confident that quad plus rockets is probably the most damage in the game. But you're right. I guess the way it doles out damage is not quite so dependent on being in the right circumstances. can just shoot things and they die.
Humans arrive from Earth, waiting to be selected for the process.
Fucking shit. I was silly getting backed in there like that. Arlen TV, thank you very much for the sub.
Maker needs Earth and its souls. Her world is dying. The culling allows her
Is dry run a real? This is dry. Still dry.
survive.
Lopi boy.
As
Thanks
you
for the prime.
save your world, you put hers.
What'll happen first? Me beating Ultra Nightmare and Nevada counting all the votes? I mean, they're over 99% now, right? Now it's just news agencies calling it. I mean, it's never really done until all the votes are tabulated, and that happens like that process takes weeks. It's just usually it's not like this. It's not this tight, and it's not this anti-democratic. Nevada's 87? Oh, sorry. What was I thinking of? Was it Georgia? I think is not over 99. My bad. You're right. I just fake news. Yeah, it's done. He ain't gonna concede. That's right. Yeah, it's usually done when one party concedes, but that requires grace and humility and. Oh, God damn it! Fuck! Huh. Okay. That is the last one. No?
The shield is
Shit! Fucking goddamn!
while it's exposed.
Ah. It's some of the geometry in this room can be a little wacky. There are jumps that look like you can make, and then you end up not being able to. Like, the scale of this room feels weird. It's, all the platforms are really big, but they don't look that way. It's strange. So it's like, and the distances seem a lot shorter than they are. Like, usually you can just zoom wherever the heck you want. But somehow in this room, you can double jump, dash twice, and still not be in grabbing distance of a platform. It's kind of weird. It's well made. It's a challenge. Okay. So I think Archie room's coming up. It's the one with the... No, I think there's just one that lets you play with the mashers first. What? Shit. Ugh. God. Ugh. Good lord. I gotta make things difficult. Macrophage, thank you for the sub. Enough talk about politics. Let's talk about kittens or puppies or baby goats or something. Yeah, I agree. We don't have to fixate on it. It doesn't bother me much to talk about just events, you know, events in a vacuum, but so much rides on those events, it's just nearly impossible to, I don't know. I'm sick of it, everybody's sick of it. Shit's important, but whoa Nelly. Whoa Nelly, has it been a ride? But yeah, people have had plenty of it, so I'm kind of okay leaving that one behind. Plenty of doom. Hey. Come on. Okay, so once I take out the cyber mancubus... Oh, he's already here. Motherfuck! Okay. No problem. No. Hey! Hey, what's up, D-Money? How you doing? The only voting we need to talk about is if we call him Doom Guy or Doom Slayer. I'm Camp Doom Slayer, but I'll respect and acknowledge Doom Guy. Absolutely will. Didn't die, but I lost all my armor, which was a little unnecessary. Doom Marine's fun too. Yeah, Doom Marine's more of a kind of a Doom 3 flavor. Ow. Ow.
Humans must be tortured, the flesh tenderized. Once enough pain has been inflicted and the spirit broken, the soul is ready for the extraction process.
It's pronounced John Doomman. What's the story of Doom? Oh man, it's this pretty grand space opera that revolves around basically an energy crisis. All right, hold on. Ah, come on. Hit some shit in the ceiling. I mean, that clears the room. It clears the room. That's pretty... I like that. That's a pretty safe thing to do. I think the WOMs are stuck on now, too. Maybe they are supposed to be on all the time. It's kind of weird. It's pretty much the Evil Dead story. Even the latest twist is very Evil Dead. I didn't know Evil Dead had any... I mean, Doom? I thought Evil Dead was just teens summon some demons and the demons kill them. I didn't think there was a whole lot of 1,000-year-old lore. Alright, and here's the Whiplash hallway. Okay, weird. So mad. Look at him. Look at him mad. Whoop! You mad? Whoop! Oh, the bonk killed him. Should I go back and play Doom 3 or nah? I give it a 4K patch on Xbox One X. Sure, yeah. It's much more of a cinematic kind of Doom. I would say if like there are some people who prefer Doom 2016 to Doom Eternal. I'd say if that's the case, Doom 3 is probably up your alley. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's just not really a fast-paced Twitch arena shooter. But it never really tells you it's going to be. I think I'm of the opinion that there are like many aspects to what Doom is as a brand and an experience, and I think Doom 3 focused on a portion of them. Doom 3 or Doom 3 BFG. I don't think the BFG remake was very good. It actually took some lighting featuring out of the game, which I thought was odd. There was some like shadows and stuff that just weren't in, or some shadowing effects that just weren't in BFG edition, presumably to get it 60 FPS on console, which is silly, given that, you know, the game launched well after the consoles it was running on, or the BFG edition was running on. Hey. Alright. Not dead, I don't think. Manly Mango, thank you for the sub. I don't have another blood punch yet. Now I do. Hey, move. Hey, hey, hey! God damn it. Fuck you. What the fuck? Oh, it was a Dread Knight that just spawned on top of me. Alright. I shouldn't have just sat there. Thought I was untouchable. Thought I had it all. I haven't died yet, so whatever.
Once the spirit is broken and enough pain has been inflicted, only when the human has lost all hope.
I think Eternal has too much going on for me to handle. I enjoyed 2016 more, but admittedly haven't played much Eternal. 21 hours versus 97 minutes. Eternal's got a lot more going on, SpongeBob, and it's totally okay to be like, you know what, this is too much. I just want to chill out and shoot shit. There are ways to enjoy Eternal that way. You can play in an easier difficulty, turn on some cheats. I understand also that feels like you're not getting the experience, so it's, you know, I get the mental run around there, but it's still a fun game that I think you can get a fun ride out of. You can play it like 2016 to a degree. The level pacing is just different, but you can. Did I die in that run? I think I did. Doom 3 is very weird. I like it. Still doing that WOM. Alright, I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna do it. Cause I was getting like weird monitor stutter there, which makes no sense, man. Or maybe I should I'll just change this to fast. See how that does anything. Yeah, I was thinking about dropping the double sync on it, but I think I'll do this instead. I was just getting like stutters. I don't get it. I don't get why my my computer can't output a clean 120 frames to my desktop. Yeah, E3 is Eternal is a very video gamey video game. Very well said. I love it for that, but I think we've had like so many years now where video games have tried their hardest to not present themselves as video games. And that has almost created this feeling where games that are totally at home being a video game now feel dated because they're not missing this weird complex where they have to try to not be a video game. Did you fix the Rock Band stuttering? Not necessarily, no. I mean, I did. I just had to change my capture setup in my display on my monitor to quote-unquote fix it. So yeah, I have a way to play it now, which is what matters. I was a little concerned about... I noticed that when I was playing... I'm going to run it one more time. When I was playing Series X, running through my capture card, pass-through, that whenever I went to play a game, it would give me an out-of-range error from my monitor, which made no sense to me. I don't know what could possibly be out of range from my monitor if my display was capturing... Maybe it was trying to pass through like over 60 hertz? But no, my monitor can do that, so I don't get it. That bugs me a little bit. I'm not sure what my video card is spitting out, and I wish I had a way to like very concretely identify exactly what video signal is coming into my my capture. But unfortunately, the AverMedia card that I have doesn't seem to have that information anywhere in the software. Oh, it's a little odd. So that's the long and mostly unrequested story of that. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a call from my sweet lady. Be right back.
Once known, Batman.
Up. What up? You know someone loves you when they're like, hey, I'm gonna go to McDonald's, do you want anything? Alright. Yeah, that's a bless up right there. Hey, Glavin? Waiting to break out the champagne. Yeah, Steph's got some champagne chilling for, I presume, the same reason. But you know, we can keep our mirth. We can just keep our mirth unspecified. Trying to make sure that we don't go a little too heavy. I know we all got some steam to blow off, but I can, you know, everybody's been real stressed out about stuff. So. What the? Oh, I forgot he can do that. Damn. Damn. Okay. Forgot there was a prowler in here, too. Thank you, Palmer. Or, sorry, thank you, Builder. Down with the new mini wheat whey. I actually do like mini wheats. Yeah, I like actual frosted wheats. Those giant brick motherfuckers. Those are kind of hard to eat. I think the idea is you put them in milk. You put like 2 of them in milk and let them all soak up and get soft. And then I guess you eat it like an old man because you don't have gums and you're like nom nom nom. I will say, normal frosted wheats, like the giant tubes, are actually kind of fun to eat dry because they're like more finger foods. But if you eat them like that, then you get crumbs everywhere. Shit! Why do I keep forgetting the chainsaw in there? Fuck! I need more rockets. All right. Well, let's. If I can get 4 rockets, I can at least just take out the tyrant. Yeah, frosted mini wheats are good. I feel like it's too easy to eat too many frosted mini wheats if you're popping them all snackable like. And also I feel like frosted mini wheats are an incredibly dense cereal. It's shades of grape nuts where like you can pour a bowl that's way too many frosted mini wheats way too easily. I would say like a half cup. I mean, yeah, that's about right. But it doesn't seem like that because you're kind of used to more puffed cereals or flakes, and those sit a lot less dense in a bowl. Maybe start watching Twitch. Also, I'm the guy who started the UAC Lady Thick debate, so sorry about that. You have nothing to apologize about, Border Ballant. Because of you, there were many people who learned to appreciate what they appreciated as a thick hologram. And that's not a bad thing. There's not a single bad thing about it. So, you actually provided a public service, and you ought to be celebrated for that. Is there any... Okay. So I've been planning a little something with the city council. I wanted it to be a surprise, but yes, it's true. The parade is tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, you ought to be proud of the king you are, is what I'm saying. Parade for beating Ultra Nightmare? Oh, that would be sick. Oh shit, man. I should throw myself a gamer parade for beating Ultra Nightmare. I wonder how much a parade license costs in LA. I don't even know if they do that shit. Would you recommend playing Quake 1? Ooh, I don't know that I would. I don't know that I would, Gabakuras. It's a very good game. It's an important historical landmark. I don't know if those things are enough to make you enjoy it now. It's very good, but the tone is just and the pacing of levels and stuff, it's all so different than I think what you might expect. It's worth checking out, I would say. Maybe the first couple levels to see how it vibes with you. Try to figure out a way to restore the soundtrack, because playing it without that it just feels different. It feels empty and weird. But yeah, it reminds me a lot more of like the level design in games like... There were some really 3D games that just like were... Since it was 3D, they could make everything as big as they wanted. So spaces were kind of wacky and like distances and scale a little interesting. That happens a lot in the original Quake. The levels are pretty like maze-like and wrapped. They are not Call of Duty hallway levels by any stretch. I punched him in half. I would say maybe if you liked Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, That is a game I can think of that's roughly in the same time window, and roughly in like similar kind of weird level design pacing things. Play Quake 2 RTX. Quake 2 is a lot more in line with, I think, what you'd expect from a normal shooter. Yeah, Turok was a tough and a weird game. The levels in Turok were huge. Oh my gosh.
It determines who's fit to begin the soul extraction process.
Alright, so
The rest will be discarded to
Calabas, Blood Swamps, Pain Elemental. Maybe. How many rocks do I have? Not many! God damn it, what's wrong with me? Chainsaw more. Chainsaw more. Chainsaw more. This is why I should be doing this run, and I'm a little bummed that this is like the third time in a row I've come into multiple fights with no rockets, especially when it's exactly what I need. Okay, I was about to say how long it takes for these guys to spawn in. I mean, this one's not so bad. If I don't jump the gun, I can, we can just wait for the gargoyles to spawn. I think I will play this. Save.
the shield is lowered. Now, while it's exposed,
Be like, woo, 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 woo. I have no idea how far those pain elementals follow you. Chainsaw more. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for your public service announcement. Maybe they can't float through that little opening right there. It's, yeah, Godslayer. It is super similar to the Metroid Mother Brain fight, to the degree that I think it's probably homage, because you're in a room surrounded with lava. There's all these little like balls and shit floating slowly at you, and you have to destroy all these other things before you're allowed to get to the brain itself, which are basically long columns with single weak points in the middle of like little red stuff. So it's like, I'm confident in calling that one a gamer homage, which is weird because it's not like Doom and Metroid have all that much in common. It's also possible, and I think this happens more than people think, is that there's just precepts of good game design that multiple developers converge on at different times. Here, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I ain't afraid of no balls. They're both heavily inspired by Alien. I can see Metroid taking some notes from that, just the solitude of space and the creepiness of being alone. Yeah, this fight's a little weird. What a welcome sound that is. Come here, you little bitch. No! That's the fun part, man. A lot of the demons are like fast. You can't just bait them. You gotta have timing too. You get that a lot with the frag grenade. What the fuck? Where's your ass? There you are. Nope. Not today! Ooh. Slayer with a sword is my kink. Yeah, there's some people who are disappointed by some, maybe like some of the teases that weren't executed in Eternal, like you don't get to ride a mech. There's some time gaps that would be kind of cool to know about, but the fact that they let you wield the Crucible and they make it a gameplay mechanic and not just an invincibility hallway, like that's what a game developer would usually do. It's like, well, we got to let people use Crucible. Okay, fine. Make it like an invincibility weapon that people get at the end of the game. You know, you get your Rampage hallway at the end, your super powered moment, your rainbow dinosaur from Blood Dragon. But instead, they were like, no, let's work it in. Let's make it interesting. Let's make it a choice. They found a way to make it like a BFG-like weapon that existed in a mechanical layer right next to the BFG and not just replace it. Pretty cool. Ripley and Samus? I mean, they're women, but I don't know, there's a lot of crossover between the two. Ripley's like a blue-collar worker. Samus is an intergalactic bounty hunter. Ripley talks. Ripley has a cat. Well, an alien, she inherits a cat, I guess. She inherits Harry Dean Stanton's cat. Which of all the cats to install? But, I mean, I guess stylistically, yeah. And I apologize, I'm being a little, Name Ridley is a direct reference? Okay, that... And also it's an NES game, you know? So, like, how... You don't have a whole lot to work with, so, yeah. I read that. I read that. Metroid sure does have Ridley Scott vibes, for certain. I think I'm just being a nerd again. Yeah, they don't have to be one-to-one references to make an homage. You're absolutely correct. I just had to think through it a little bit. Skip fight. I like... Yeah... I mean, so how do you skip, though? You just hop up there and then hit the switch? I think I would just rather BFG here. I really do. I feel like if I missed a jump, you can ballista over the wall. Yeah... Oh, like from here? Oh, that's easy. But then still, I still have to cross the room. I have to cross the room and I have to go into like a chomper hallway. And there's enemies on the other end of the hallway, which is what concerns me. So I'm like... It's just a BFG cell. That's what they're for. At least that's what I'm gonna use it for. What? Oh. What are you doing? What are you doing dancing around like that? Give me my armor. How bad does Doom smell? Some parts of it are probably fine. I bet it... Actually, no, I take it back. You're surrounded by, like, viscera and rotting intestines all the time. Doom probably smells pretty heckin' bad. Okay. There's a Dread Knights. Oh, there you are. There's my little guy. Oh, he's dead now. Okay. You don't want to play anymore, Mr. Dread Knight. I guess I'll go somewhere else. Wait for my ice grenade to come back, and there she is!
Once the spirit is...
Neat. I think I got this level. I think I got it. Still got Whomming. That's weird. Been a long, hard month. Lost my job, lost my girlfriend, got kicked out of my house. Watching all your videos from YouTube, and they've really made everything a little brighter. So thank you very much for everything. Oof, bad Dan. I've been in situations similar to that before. Sounds like you've gotten a lot of punches from life. So people usually say in this moment, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I think that's true if you react to those shitty moments in the right way. So that give yourself time to grieve and wallow, but you know, once the pain starts to mellow out a little bit, then you can start rebuilding. Yeah. But man, feel free to take a beat. You know, give yourself a week of just a nothing week. You know, obviously I'm catching myself now. If you're the kind of person where that just drives you further into a depression, obviously don't do that. But don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, I guess would be my message. I tend to self-flagellate, you know. I tend to punish myself in weird ways. It's a weird habit. My goal then is to take that tendency, that behavior, and then try to bend it towards positive ways, like over-exercising or something like that. But yeah, problem with myself is never giving compliments. Dude, same. It's very hard for me to believe the best in what I did or myself. I'm always fixated on what could be improved, and there's always something to be improved, for sure. Hey, Krispy Kreme, thanks for the sub. Also, Clippy, thank you for gifting a sub. That's very kind. Yeah, everyone goes through rough times. You don't got to feel like you're, you know, alone. Yeah. It's all about the balance, you know. At any given point in life, some people are going through a real shit time, and some people are having a great time. And the way it should come out on the wash is the people who are doing okay are there, like they have the emotional resonance to be there for people. The buff totem room, go into the secret room in the chomper hallway and aggro enemies into it. I could also just use a BFG cell. I don't know, like, I'm gonna get enough in the level to get it back. So I don't know. Oh, Borda, did your sub go through? Actually, I don't see it in the notification list, so I apologize. But thank you. Thank you for subbing. That feels hypocritical or wrong. Yeah, but you probably don't know why, right? In that case, it's either your nature or some training, like some behavior that was imprinted onto you. On that last room, I think you could use the BFG a bit later than you have been. Yeah, probably. But like, I'm not worried about the Doom Hunters. I just want to make sure that I want to reduce the odds of me getting killed as much as possible. And sometimes I would rather take fewer bigger enemies over more smaller enemies. So when I think about when I tend to die and the probability of me dying, I feel like I would die earlier in that fight than later. Because the Doom Hunters don't really worry me. It's 2 Doom Hunters and a Dread Knight. And by that point, you know, I have Ice Bomb. I can just take out one so fast. Don't forget you can fast travel to the end to pick up any BFG and Crucible charges you missed. I did forget that. But that's good to know. Thank you. So I'll consider that like Crucible and BFG charges are not lost, so I don't pick them up linearly. Thank you for reminding me about that. Yeah, your suggestions are good ones. But I am focused on safety over efficiency right now. I should clarify that they always like every take, it's just not good enough for me. It's not bad to have good standards, but you can eat yourself alive with that. You really can. And I will remember to chainsaw Vag Crusher 69. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, I think Stephanie's here with food. Tell you what, I'm going to take a food break. And then I'll come back and attempt the level. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to walk away and forget everything. Will I survive? You'll just have to watch to find out. See you guys in a bit. Excuse me. I just crammed my face full of cheeseburgers. Celebratory American cheeseburgers. All American. Hyper free. These cheeseburgers were so free, the patties were made out of bullets and oil. That's how delicious it was. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. We're riding the double sync train now. I've got G-Sync and V-Sync turned on. And low latency mode is set to Ultra. That's right. That's right. It doesn't get more synced than this. So, good. That should stay at 120. That's too many syncs? Please. Please. Hey, please. Please. Come on, please. Please now, please. Okay, let me get my head right. Chainsaw more. Need rockets all the time. Don't you get input lag from VSync? You do, but that's why you turn on ultra low latency mode. Computers are fast enough now that VSync should not introduce noticeable lag, especially if you don't queue frames or have a frame buffer. So I'm actually let me dick around a little bit in my save here, just because I don't know how these display settings are going to change how the game runs, and it would really suck to get into an Ultra Nightmare level, have it like hitch up on me, and then die. Ooh, that looks good though. Looks buttery to me. Oh wait, no, he's not up there. Samuel's saying something now, but it hasn't played. How many rockets it takes to... A lot, alright. Takes about 9. This appears to be running fine. Yeah, I don't know. Get a little stutter. It's not as crystal smooth as all of these syncs imply that it should be. Like, G-Sync is supposed to get rid of the very thing that I perceive happening, which is like dumb little judders. Yeah, maybe it just has something to do with the fact that I'm syncing, or I'm cloning my output. Yeah, something to do with that. Well, whatever. All right, I'm confident now. Change setup. I'm dicking around with some settings in the G-Sync drivers. Turn that shit off. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are correct. I need something though, because I don't want to be sending torn frames to the stream capture. Is your monitor using any kind of overdrive? Yeah, it's using like one of the lower ones. Does overdrive cause judder sometimes? I thought overdrive was just meant to sort of change the way that the pixels change. You know, the pixels. I have more Frasier jokes if that one isn't good enough. I think I missed the last one, but please hit me with it. Niles and the dog guy are sitting there, and the dog barks, and Niles goes, "That's as premature as the first Vienna Award." So tell me if that's good enough for Frasier, but it'll be close, but I think it'll be good enough. I think it'll be good enough. I think that one's pretty good. It's, that's pretty good. If overdrive is too high, it can have adverse effects for sure. Keep mine on the lowest settings, or games were choppy as hell for some reason. Let me check it out. I remember when I was looking at some of my... Yeah, it's on normal. I'll just turn it off. It's off, normal, or extreme, but I'll try off, see how that works. I'll see how that works. Quantum sync. 4 syncs. Oh, baby. Temporal distorting sync. Get me frames before they're rendered. That's what I need. Lower overdrive works better at lower frame rates. Higher increases ghosting, but is best for 120 hertz. Medium is good for 100 or so. Well, luckily I can turn that on or off at the monitor OSD. Will this be on YouTube? I don't know. A couple days, maybe? You need negative latency friends? I do. Or negative latency frames. Both. I need friends that are there for me before I need them. Not on or after, before. What do you think my incredibly subtle cries for help are even doing? You think I'm just doing those for fun? You think I'm tweeting out emotional emo song lyrics just because I think it's a good time? It's not. No one likes emo. That's a cry for help, dumbass. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. Now it matters. We're on the clock now. If I die, I'm taking everyone with me.
It is not accessible to anyone. No human or sentinel has ever set foot in their dimension. You can use the Maker's Origin Factory in the Hell City of Necrovol to pass through.
What difficulty would you recommend playing on for people who are new? Like new to Doom in general? Have never played like an arena shooter like this? Probably like easy. I don't know what easy is.
Vega through the void with you to Erdak.
Understood. I'm detaching myself from the ship's systems.
I don't remember the relative names of all the difficulty settings, unfortunately. I think Hurt Me Plenty is normal. Too Young to Die might be easy.
Vega is no longer connected.
What's the option to turn off the story? Just skip every cutscene. I don't know if there's a setting to skip every cutscene automatically, but you can just hold R.
Do you require anything else before we begin?
That always works. That's a fun trick.
You will not be able to return.
There's one more suit token in here I think that I can get. Yeah, I gotta remind myself about suit tokens and upgrade points now. Yeah, isn't there one over here? Yeah, there's one like down there. Hurt Me Plenty is fine unless you're new to shooters and just want a more laid-back experience. Okay. Hurt Me Plenty then. I don't know, I've seen some people I think justifiably kind of critique the game for being a little too much. Because it's a lot. There's a lot of mechanics going on. There, okay, so that's what Overdrive Off looks like. Let's go to Extreme. Yeah, that looks a little like jittery. I don't think the jitters are because of overdrive, though. I think higher overdrive just makes the jitters a lot more visible. Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like the frames are not evenly spaced or something. Very odd. Whatever. It's good enough. It just doesn't. It's annoying because it looked so good. Maybe this is just my imagination, but I swear it looked so good like the first time I played with it. And then I just started dicking around with settings and it just didn't look good after that. So maybe I just need to go into my drivers and just reset everything to default. I feel like I did a clean install of the drivers recently and it didn't really get it back to how it looked like out of the box. It used to be so buttery. Yeah, it's fine. Check frame timings and Doom's benchmarks. I guess I could do that. I feel like that's... Let's see. Does it... I can't remember what all it tells you. Because it can tell you a lot. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm trying to parse this information and have it mean anything. So the millisecond timer is like, that's what I find is interesting. Like if it's generating frames every 6 milliseconds, that's around like every other frame for 20 hertz or 120 hertz display. But if it's not generating frames at the exact second your monitor refreshes, then some of the frames are going to seem like microscopically off. You won't get that smooth interpolation between frames. Nicky Poop, thank you for the resub. 11 months of Doomin' Game Roomin' and Lars vocals boomin'. I got nothing? What do you mean you got nothing? That's perfect. Globe Reaper, thank you for the sub. I'll just not worry about it for a little bit. Yeah, the new expansion is really, really good. If you want more Doom Eternal, and I don't know why you'd be looking at the expansion unless that's exactly what you're in for.
Souls of Hell's victims. This is the factory where that takes place. Necrovol.
Like, this looks perfect. It's just when I start moving, I feel like, is when... Oh, that... Okay, that overdrive looks a little funky. Oh, because it was off. Okay, normal's probably the best the best compromise. This practice? No, it is not. This is the real deal. Oh, let me. Okay, so I have one BFG shot. Wait for the the Arachnotron to scoot on down. Another blood punch. Tomcat, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you're doing all right. Just having a real one in the series of the City of the Damned. Just another day in Necroval. Sunny Necroval. That was a little stupid. See the sub, and I think I've parsed it before. Rainbow Tomorrow Vertex. I'm not. I remember you told me what it was, but I apologize. I don't remember. Thank you for the resub, regardless. This is not a practice run now. This is Ultra Nightmare. This is Ulti Nights. Those hot Ulti Nights. That hurt me. What? Oh, maybe I got shot in the back by this guy. Alright. Rainbow Time Vortex. Alright, thank you. I got close. Thank you. Make it look easy? Well... Oh, you may... Don't say that too soon now. Still plenty of time for me to cock things up, but... Nah, come on, nah. Think that'll happen? Bah. How could that happen? Okay, that's what complicates is that I don't have two glory kill charges at this point. I don't know when you get your second one. Also, I don't think there's anything interesting up there for me now. I think it was just an extra life. Missing an upgrade? I am missing an upgrade. God damn it! It was to the left. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Let me go back and grab that. I think I can go back. I don't think there was a door or anything. Oh, there might be that one, though. Ah, never mind. Oh! There's a door! There's a door. Well, I don't get that until I beat the level now. The second one's after you beat Conmaker. Oh, okay. Okay. So you really only have two for the last level. Okay. I am not allowed to finish the level without getting that. Shoot. Well, I've already made a mistake, but... I have max life and almost max armor, so I'm not super worried about it.
Humans arrive from Earth, waiting to be selected for the process.
Classes are kind of intense right now. And I empathize. I can only imagine what it's like having to, like, take classes remotely and have all this bullshit be going down. Have instructors still expect you to keep up the pace of things. Yeah, that's gotta be rough. You have my sympathies. Can you just... Hold on a second. Oh. Okay, there's like a weird collision box there. Okay, fine. I'll hit the thing. I'll play your game, Hugo.
The Khan Maker needs Earth.
Alright.
So
Think about this room. I'm gonna soften up the eyeballs this time.
culling allows
I'll pop one, soften up the other three, and it should just be bang, 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 and I can run.
You save your world. You prefer.
Fat Package, thanks for the Prime sub. Bad Crusher, thank you for the encouragement.
Up ahead is Kalabaz, the sightless judge. It determines who's fit to begin the soul extraction process. The rest will be discarded to the blood swamps.
Oh hey, the Blood Swamps. You go there in the DLC. Neat! That's neat! The eyes of Calibas perceive you, Slayer. Okay, do not look at chat. Click on the things. Click on the game. Okay. Oh! 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 God. They make no sound.
The shield is low. Now, while it's exposed.
I lost all my armor because I got hit once in the back. That's kind of what I was scared about. But it's okay. Remember to chainsaw. Yeah, I still running high on my chainsaw from before, but it's still good advice. I will endeavor to remember to chainsaw. And yeah, kind of getting near the point where suit tokens don't matter. There's really only one or two more useful upgrades to get. Hook, where are you? It's on cooldown. Oh yeah, you guys are leaning real hard into a Frasier meme, and I do appreciate that. I think you might be confusing people. Wandering into chat. Okay, well, shucks, might as well. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's scroll all the way back and see. Oh, it's not even revealed. I was trying to keep that in mind. Don't just leave the stage like an idiot. All right. Okay. I remember to get the crucible warmed up and ready. Hear a cacodemon, I think. Fuck! Ooh, boy! Woo! This is not ideal. I feel like Arch should be spawning. Yep. Spawned? Where are you? Come here. There. No. Where's that big boy? Where's that husky lad? There you are. Shit, I didn't want to bounce. Okay. Okay. Music. Some good ass tune. Some nourishing. Now there's a man keep us up there. Winning? So far. So far, yeah. The problem is I gotta win a lot. If I lose once, that's it. So, I have to keep winning and never stop winning.
Humans must be tortured.
It's looking good, though.
The flesh tender. Once enough pain has been inflicted.
Okay. This Ultra Nightmare, yes, it is.
Extraction process.
This room. Yeah, this is what you guys were wisely telling me to bait things back to. But I still think I'm gonna go with this little hot strap. I like how that Cyber Mancubus is already throwing shit at me. So, okay. So there's the cell at the end. I must have missed one. Oh, I know I picked it up. Oh, right, I started with one shot. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get through this. Neutral. I could try to do that last fight, but I don't think it's worth it. And I still have a BFG cell. Like, I still have a... And I'll have plenty of Crucible. I feel like I may have missed a token or two, but... Well, that's it? It's just this room left? Shit, man. When you really drill these levels down and just turn them only into the encounters that are scary, suddenly, like, this doesn't... I don't know. Stream was announced on the Discord. Crap, you're right. Crap, you are right. Let me do that right now. I forgot. There's a lot going on today. All I wanted to do was hit enter. Okay. Yeah, my bad. There are things you would think would be so routine you just forget. You just forget, or you just would never forget to do them, but I am immune from that. I can always forget. Do the most basic things. Always a crowd pleaser. I once saw a picture of Megan Fox topless in the Halo 3 file share. It was wild. Boy, if that's not also an entire statement on the demographics of Halo 3 file share. I guess that's just the human race, man. I need to not make it about that. Who doesn't want to see Megan Fox topless? Even though we all respect her, we only look respectfully. Oh. There's another Crucible token down there. I should go get that. Yeah. Thank you for the call out. There she is. I remember shitty Halo 3 porn made used guns. Wait, what? I am confused. Okay. Yeah, look at myasshole.com. Still the best corner of the internet. Alright, last room. I will not leave this stage until I have collected that upgrade crystal. I'm certain of it, probably. Shit. Oh, I was so scared. Okay. Man, it took me forever to get that normally, and here I just whoops even got it. Oh, just a little bit more. Right. I keep forgetting critical damage doesn't mean that they're actually getting off their stupid sled. Look at the little hops. See their little demon butts. Checkpoint reached.
Once the spirit is broken,
okay.
pain has been inflicted.
Fast travel's not been unlocked yet. Guess you gotta knock the demon over.
The soul extraction chamber.
Don't leave the level. Great idea. I agree completely with that strategy. We got full crucible. 1 BFG shot. Feels pretty nice to go into Necrovault too. Like a walk in the park. I mean, I just drilled it. Okay, fast travel unlocked. I'm gonna just do it. Payne's Basin. God, so sick. All right. Remember the chainsaw? Thank you. I'm learning. It only took me like 9 months, but I'm learning. Yeah. This is so weird. It's so weird. I'm at max health and max armor. How weird. Isn't that weird? Just FYI, current plans are to swap over to Destiny 2 around 7 o'clock. Get in some preliminary work. We're gonna drill for Beyond Light. Get our raid group tip top. Tame example of the porn people made in Halo 3 using guns. Oh, okay. Quote. Okay, I understand now. This is TOS. Sure. Schwamp. That's a very attractive gun lady. Look at how demure she is. She's shy to fully present her genitals. Gamers are the most creative. Yeah, you're right. And leave an ape alone in a room with enough tools and they'll figure out a way to make porn. see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need here. Just gonna up. Okay, save and quit. Let's see how part 2 goes. Let's see how sticky Necroval part 2 becomes. Turkey Tapper. That means there's got to be a turkey puncher reference eventually. Yeah, there it is. Okay, Super Turkey 3. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Do you get mastery tokens in Ultra Nightmare? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm trying to remember Necroval Part 2. I remember some big arena fights. I remember Marauder or 2. I'm playing with anyone? Yes. I think Jacob's going to be there. And then some fine folks from the PC House clan.
Citadel is the soul extraction chamber.
You gotta go? No worries, Vag. I'll be around, man. And if you're busy all night, I'll be here wait, I think I'll be here tomorrow. Who knows? I'll be around. I can swear to you this isn't the last time I will play a video game. Scanning around a bit. Let's see here. I thought there was a Crucible token out here, but I mean, I don't need it. So, that's good to know that I can bank it out. Well, I don't even know that it's here. I might be thinking of something else. I thought it was like around the backside of one of these columns. What? Oh. I thought there was another... Well, well, well. What do we have here? Yeah, there's this whole thing over here, but I guess it's a 1-up, a mastery token, and some pickup, so I don't actually need any of those things. Crucible token, so I can freely use a Crucible in this fight, depending on what's here. Really need to. It's a pretty small fight. Okay, alright, okay. Ah yes, the Well of Souls. Ah, and the final upgrade. So, I'll have full BFG coming in here too. I can just kind of wipe those first
Your
rooms.
people are made to suffer.
Didn't really use BFG efficiently, but
Souls for the Khan Maker's world.
whatever.
I assure you, this could have been avoided with different leadership.
It's that line that makes me think. Still, like, Hayden was all about, like, getting control of the situation in 2016, and absolutely still using demon energy for shit. And now it's like, okay, is that Hayden? Is that Sammer? Is it both? I mean, it's probably both, but it is interesting to sort of think about it from the perspective of his goal was never to save mankind. His goal was to preserve the flow of Argent energy, and I guess take over the Maker. So he's a usurper, just like everyone else, really. So I always appreciated that even your allies have their own fucking agendas. All you want to do is kill demons. God bless. Where are you? What's fun about the list is it's very, very obvious when you miss. Oh, you're back? You don't have to work today? It is a truly blessed Friday. Fair amount of whiplashes there. Guess I'll have... Oh, fuck it. It's still doing the whoms, man. That music keeps rolling. It's very weird. Okay, alright. Fuck. Okay, that's an interesting fight, but not one I don't think I have to worry about it too much. Nothing about it seems startling or unfair. That's still whomming on me. The whoms just won't stop. Oh, another mastery token? No, it's a... Shucks. Okay, well, there's an overdrive here, or whatever the heck that is. It's like an arena siren going off. It's a swag horn. Okay, this is the arena with the Marauder in it. And it's got a BFG cell, so I might as well use one in that last room. So, okay. I guess once the Doom Hunter comes out, I can BFG. Or maybe, like, break the sled and then BFG. Didn't Sammer steal the father? Yes. Sammer took the father from the Maker to prevent the Con Maker from regenerating. Presumably, in the end, I guess, to take over the Con Maker's role, or at the very least, force a change in leadership. Basically, to kill the Con Maker. Con Maker's not a good person either, so. The problem is that when it can trap you in those pushback effects. Oh boy. What? Okay, well I'll have full BFG when I come in here. Dang it. It's still whomming on you. Hey! Kind of low. Hit! I don't know where the dog is. And I don't think I killed it. Bony fingers. What? What? Alright. Okay. We're just gonna do whatever we want now then, huh? Okay. That's fine. Shit! What? Fucking shit! What the fuck, man? Out of the entire goddamn arena, one tiny little man was standing next to me. This fucker just refuses to get stunned. God. Jesus Christ. So dumb. Alright, hold on. That whomming is really annoying. It's so silly. Every time you finish a level, the whelming won't stop until you relaunch the game. It's so strange. What an obvious bug. Bowsette, thank you for the resub. Yep, 4 years, or sorry, 4 months. I mean, let's be honest, it's basically 4 years. 4-year subs mean this. The channel is now legally yours. I saw it as the con maker usurped the father, and Samara was loyal to the father, so worked to usurp her for the father. I mean, that could be as well. Yeah. I don't think they're specific about who was first. No, the father was definitely first. And nothing. There's implications about the father's will and the father's intent in the origin myth. But that doesn't really seem to extend to the father's relationship with the con maker. Yeah, I got 1 million subs. You guys didn't know that? I got 1 million subs. Alright.
Inside that citadel is...
You ever watch a Twitch channel with 1 million subs before? I bet you haven't. And if so, let me be the first to welcome you to the future. Yeah, there's gaps. I mean, there will always be gaps. I feel like the way that, can you just... No, there's no way. I feel like, well, I mean, I'm sure there's a way. I can't just do it. Yeah, it seems like the way that id Software does the lore for this game, they intentionally leave in a number of enticing and titillating gaps in the lore. Oh, it doesn't just open? Shit! He was blocking me. Motherfucker. Man, cacodemons are so annoying sometimes. Oh, is the only Twitch stream you watch? Well, I'm extremely pleased to provide that. Okay, so you gotta kill some of them. Oh! Ugh. Hit a little spike. Alright. This level is not a problem. It's just weirdly annoying. With everything, all the little bits and pieces everywhere. Forget that we can get chillin'? Action hack, hell yeah. I assume it's been a rough week. So, do what you gotta do. Get the groovy. gotta watch out for that then. Maybe I gotta freeze him before I jump up on the platform. There's so much little bullshit. What? Who's screaming? Chill out. Oh, God. Oh, no. Builder, that's just where your head's at. I think little bullshit. Little tiny bits of geometry and stuff that break the lock on. Okay, where do I go now? So, yeah, I was worried about that. Since the Doomslayer spawns on a platform, if you jump up to it and mantle, it kind of gives him a free melee on you. And 1 free melee is more like 8 free melee. And that can basically be a life. Unless you go up there with absolutely full health.
This is raw art.
I can wait until later to do that. Oh shit, there's an arch. What? Oh, I'm out of Crucible. Oh. This is so frustrating because this save has less. It has less ammo and less resources than my actual Ultra Nightmare save. So that's annoying. We got the high ground, Anakin. What? Oh, he's teleporting. I'm walking on here. Do it again! What? I think he intentionally breaks lock on when you try. He almost got me. I don't know how I lived through that. What the fuck? Like, he wouldn't be a problem. I have Crucible. Do it the old-fashioned way now. Oh, fuck you! God damn it. All this bullshit you summon. See what a mess you cause? Ugh. Now there's a fucking Marauder here. He's hitting me, and I don't like this. Stop getting stuck on the wall! God. This geometry is being so fucking annoying. What? What? Why do we use a blood punch and not go over here? I don't know. Being weirdly inconsistent all of a sudden. Where have you been? Silly. Absolutely silly. Oh, you watched the new Tremors? How was it? I think I watched up to Tremors 4. And none of them were explicitly bad. They're not just as, like... not necessarily as goofy and interesting as the original. Let's see. Been here before in Ultra Nightmare. No. I'm not on Ultra Nightmare right now, though. I'm still studying this level. So just trying to figure out how to make my way in the world. Just one little Doomslayer. Oh, thank you, Jail Burrito. Yeah, I've had some pretty massive improvement moments, which is pretty nice. I'm trying to remember what other... Wait. Oh yeah, is this the level where you gotta punch the chains at the end? I think it is.
It was the Makers and the Sentinel Priests who discovered and unlocked the true power of the Essence. They combined Sentinel and Hell energies together, refined.
Yeah, that arena... I feel like needs at least one BFG cell to really normalize it.
Things. Saved worlds from extinction, healed the sick, and gave infinite power to those worthy of it.
Unlimited power.
This facility was built in secret. The Night Sentinels
Yeah.
built by Sentinel Slave.
Don't look at that. Don't
Maker
pay attention to
never
that.
set foot
That's
in
not important.
Hell, nor demon in Erdak. Argent served a grave purpose.
Cool.
This machinery was not made without Hell's knowledge. The demon
This area is weird.
in return for access to more worlds.
It's like big cylindrical rooms with all the demons in them. Yeah, I got caught in this area a couple times. I fired everything. Oh, shit. Wait. Waiting for my grenade cooldowns to come back. So I can approach something. Just a little bit safely. Fuck! Yeah, let's run out of space really fast. Didn't want to use that, but it's really hard to tell when they're glory killable when they're on fire as well. Hey. Damn it. Oh, fuck you, dude. Oh! Oh, shit! Fucking Christ. Did not think that's what that was. I saw green and I was like, oh, he's just shooting at me. Oh, he was getting his hops in. He's almost dead. We're gonna move back and get him. Fuck. Oh! Yeah, that was close. That was uncomfortably close. Like the two... No, I don't have 3 gas. Maybe I don't have 3 gas. I don't have Crucible for some fucking reason. Like, either of those things would be nice. Don't have BFG. If I had one Crucible token would really help. Just being able to get rid of one of those Cyberman Mancubuses, just roll through them without having to wait on a grenade cooldown. Oh, it's skippable? You can just keep climbing? Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty easy actually to just not do that. Okay. No, that's much easier then. Then I won't. Yeah, that's too risky for sure. Those rooms are not friendly. What's up, Hammy Dam? Okay. Get a token. So there's one Crucible token and one BFG cell in this whole level. Okay, so there's one at the end. Okay, interesting.
If you can destroy it, the unrefined energy should be able to propel you into their world. The tower is held aloft by 2 slave titans. Break the chain.
One BFG in the Marauder room, one BFG here. Still BFG neutral. Not gaining a cell, but... it would be nice. At least I'll have one first so I don't have to enter the arena. I wonder... I should probably wait on it and just use this for the Tyrant. See if that spawns anything. It did, so fuck it. Okay, got a good amount of damage in on this dude. Hey. Oh, did the sub icon change for you? This is practice. This is practice right now. Oh. Nice jump. Yeah, if there's lives in the upper left, you can tell it's a practice run. What's up, Dr. Salt Neo? It's good to see you again. Big fan of your product. Okay, well, one Crucible token, one BFG in this last fight. I don't really need to use Crucible anywhere else. No, wait. One Crucible on the Archvile in the Marauder room, unless the BFG gets him too. Maybe that's what I should do. Let's wait till he spawns and then try to get him with the BFG, or at least soften him up. And then I can just shoot him with guns. That way I'm neutral on Crucible tokens, and neutral on BFG. It'll just take a more nuanced BFG shot in the well down there. For our 2 Seeds of Evil playthrough. BFG can kill an Archvile. You just have to get a little bit lucky with where his shield is placed and what he does with it. This is not Ultra yet. I'm practicing this level. I did actually lose a life. I did lose a life that round, so I'm gonna run that level again. Except it's gonna wham on me now. You whamming on me? Maybe not. Is there an upgrade crystal you can use that to replenish ammo? Yes, you can. It's really early in the level, so it's actually not the best. It's not the best placement for it. All the times I'd want to use a BFG are after that crystal. I could save it till the end of the level, run through my BFG, and then go back and get it. That might actually be the best option, because I can't do that after this. It's the last crystal. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. All right, pack on the clock. Okay, one more run of Necrovault Part 2, and then I'm pretty confident. I guess depending on how this goes. Skipping that fight in the middle is gonna be good. Putting a more precise BFG down in that one arena is gonna be good. Apart from that, let's see how the cookie crumbles. Let's see how the demons die. Blah 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 blah. No one cares, Sammer. Had it up to here with tricks. Hey, what's up, Pop-Tart? Welcome. Happy Friday. Happy end of the week. Hopefully you made it through fine. Keeping it together. What's up, Hikikomori? It's not an insult. That's your name. Hold on. Somebody had a really interesting message. I teach stretching during men's workout where I am at work. I am very insulted by this lady's lack of research backing. Oh, you're talking to me? Oh, it's fine. I'm still saying hi to you. Not Buster. I am not doing... I'm not playing on Ultra Nightmare right now. I am researching the level, but I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident this is the last research run I need. So after this, I'll be back to good old Ultra Nightmare, knocking out another level, hopefully, which means I'll be 2 levels away from finishing the game. They happen to be the 2 hardest and longest levels, so you know. All right, I don't. Oh wait, this isn't the room. This is a room though. This one's pretty bad. Yeah, let me think. It's the Doom Hunter and just the fact that there's just tons of shit in this room. Got that way too early, so you need to kill. I remember this. Yeah, you have to kill some fodder, and then the Baron spawns. Is it a pain elemental or a attack? There's some kind of angry ball flying around. Maybe not. There you are. Fuck. Whiplash and crap. Not yet. What's up, Dead Laura? Pretty intense name you've got there. Ooh, Hikikomori, thanks for gifting a sub. And Zombie Cop, thank you for the sub. Oh, Benny Legit, thank you for the prime, by the way. Yeah. Laura's been dead for 20 years. Mister, I don't know who you're watching streaming, but Laura's been dead for a long time. Very spooky. Hello, socially awkward gamer. It's not foreshadowing. I'm not going. No, it's all fine. I just ate plenty of McDonald's. Nothing can take me down. Okay. Yeah, this is the mean room, angry demon room.
He's wrong.
Fuck, dude. Tiny little demons getting in the fucking way. It's amazing how much of a problem that causes. so didn't use a Crucible token. And now the Marauder is probably running around somewhere real mad. Okay. Hup. Shit. I want to be around any of those minions, so just kind of kite into a place where I'm alone. Is it drink time?
Yes.
Is this the official hashtag exclamation point Fireball Friday drink?
There's also a cinnamon stick in there, but the glass is a little bit too deep. So
Ah, what's in it, Steph?
careful, you're already spilling it.
It's so full.
I wanted to take a picture of it when it was really full. Vanilla vodka, Fireball, honey crisp apple juice, a pinch of cinnamon. I debated about adding a little bit of vanilla, but I didn't taste it before because I'm behind on taking the picture.
No, it's super great.
It's good.
Yeah, it's super, super good.
Okay.
It's very clean and refreshing. It's not overly sweet.
I mean, that was the thing. Like, I worried that if I put in vanilla, because I probably would have put in some of the vanilla paste. But it's okay. All right, I'll write down official recipe and I'll send it to you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Sponsorship fulfilled. Although I think there's sugar on the outside of the glass, so I gotta be careful. Damn it. Let me go rinse my hands real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Should have, it's still warming, man. I think it's if I pause the game. It doesn't unwarm if I ever pause. It just keeps the pause music going. Which is a little odd. Yeah, it's a riff on an apple pie, basically, the drink is. Basically, mostly Stephanie, if I'm being honest, will find recipes online and then we'll tweak them a little bit and give it a new name, and that's your exclamation point Fireball Friday drink of the week. How does it yank your camera up like that? It's so
Demons
weird.
only utilize a portion of the resources that come.
Oh, you hit 150k channel points? You can get a card?
Makers and the Sentinel Freaks
Fire it off.
discovered and unlocked the true power of the essence. They combined Sentinel and Hell energies together, refined it, and created Argent. With it, they did wondrous things. Saved worlds from extinction.
Don't want to do it at a bad time? Nah.
Gave gift
Any old time's a good time.
worthy of it.
I'll admit though, in the past I've gotten a little overwhelmed. There was a time when like 4 or 5 people redeemed it all when I was just starting a multiplayer game, and like
Built by Sentinel slaves, for a maker could never set foot in hell, nor deep in Burdak. Argent and
I promise I won't be snippy.
this machine is not made without help.
Puddly Seed. Thanks for the Prime sub.
In return for access to more worlds for hell to devour.
Yeah, Spirits. I felt bad about it because it honestly wasn't a great time, but I was afraid since it was like a bunch of people. Like, to have that many channel points. Okay, so you have to get up to the high ground and then jump out. To have that many channel points, you'd have to watch for a long time. And it was like, maybe people like, fuck you, man. The abilities that like push you around are the absolute worst. It's still warming too. God, shit. Okay, so yeah, Ice Bomb's kind of necessary. Cyber Mancubus is still trying to fuck me up. Great. Good. Excellent. God damn. Fuck. Ah! Okay. God. Oh, I almost died, which makes me really nervous. Let me see if I can. Hopefully, this will put me at the bottom of the elevator well, so I can practice the ascent again. Okay, good. Let's try this again this time. Let's get the freeze grenade ready to go. So it seems like, all right. So there's one there, and there's one there. Oh wait, no, there's 4. There's one at the top of every little jump point. At my ass. Ow. I mean, better than before. Let me try it one more time. Stupid worms, man. I don't know why they get under my nerves, under my skin, on my nerves. Pennsylvania needs legal weed already. Man, the entire world needs legal weed. It's a shame that we have the we have the power. We have the technology, and yet there are still places that don't. Oh, okay, they don't let you stand up there. You just slide off. No? I'm wondering if I can just jump right up to the second. Just jump right up to the bar if I'm over here. They sure don't want you to be up there. That's for sure. Yeah, okay. How reliable that is. That one didn't have a Mancubus on it. Let me see if I can triangulate which one is Mancubus free. Alright. So, let's see here. Okay. The one directly in front, the one directly ahead when you walk into the elevator does not... It might be randomized spawn, but maybe with the, seeing the, like, little flame spawn effect through the wall, I can figure out which ones have the Mancubus and which ones do not. That would make it... That makes it really easy. I don't even have to worry about it, having a grenade cooldown. So squelchy. Still practicing, but not for much longer. Just about done with the practice on this level. I would just put in the time and see if I can finish Ultra Nightmare tonight, but like I said, got a bit of a Destiny playdate. Which, you know what? I like playing Destiny too. Any Fireball cocktail today? Why, yes, there is. I'm sipping on it right now. Delicious. I've yet to name it yet. I'm gonna have to take a little break and do my sponsored post. But yeah, yep. A Dark Zero, the that's a great name. The goal is to basically warm up, get raid ready for Beyond Light, so we can hit that shit hard. Try and do it in that window when they make it extra hard.
If you can destroy it, the unrefined energy should be able to propel you into
Etinane, thank you for the sub.
the towers.
Dr. Walrus? Yep. This is a cocktail with crunchy ice. Sipping iced fireball? No, it's a whole cocktail that has yet to have a name. But It will. Don't worry, it will. I feel like I got these guys in the BFG shot last time. Okay, alright. That's a really shitty place to fall down. What the? He was twirling! My man was twirling like Merlin. Okay. I'm not super concerned about this encounter, actually. Annoying banner, I think there's some critical damage. Hey, what's up, Alex C. Dev? How are you doing? Hope you're doing alright? Okay, alright. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Here we go. Actually, let me close the game and reopen it so the WOMs don't keep rolling. And actually, if somebody, I don't know, somebody were to want to draw a card, somebody were to want to do that, somebody could do it now. If they wanted to. They don't have to, but they could. They could. That's all. Oh yeah. Fucking absolutely sick of Oregon to pass that psilocybin stuff. Been reading on a couple of medical studies that are all about microdosing psilocybin to treat depression. It's so aggravating, man. That shit, like it's there, it's in the earth. It's fun, but also has medical use. It's kind of like marijuana. It's cheap. It's so ready to be a consumer good. It's just so ready to start exploring that. There's so much evidence that it does not destroy any civilization. Like Amsterdam is doing just fine. So we just got to get rid of this god shit we're on. I don't know what it's all about. Current Fireball cocktail is with a splash of apple whiskey and honey. That sounds awesome. That sounds very sippable. And that sounds like you could drink it warm or cold. What happened to the band roulette point game? I ran into a bit of a log jam trying to figure out how to randomize it properly. Ah, Pop-Tart has elected to win a trading card. All right. Let's do it. I should come up with a theme song for this. You're winning my old cards. And here's your card right now. What we got? Oh, it's a Magic the Gathering card? It looks like it's a beginner one, like from the Portal series way back when. There was a version of Magic the Gathering that had like fewer phases and hyper simplified cards. Is that what this is? No, Legend of the Five Rings. Sorry, it's a knockoff Magic the Gathering. Because yeah, at some point I was pretty sure I had given away all of my Magic the Gathering cards. This is the Suno Kuroshimi. It is unaligned Shadowlands, non-human, cavalry, Suno pack leader. Lose 5 honor. Kuroshimi may not assign or move into a defending army. Kuroshimi gains +2F, +2C, while facing one or more Lion Clan personalities in a battle or duel. Quote, "How quickly these lions forget. By the time they realize what we have done, our mission will be complete." Complete. So, there you go. That's your card. If you just send me your address or any mailing address, anywhere you want to get this, I'll drop it in the mail and it'll be on its way to you. Will you get it signed? Yes, you may. But do like in the private, in the PM or DM or whatever, make sure to mention that too, because I don't want to forget. And it's really easy if it's just right there. Squid Prime, thanks for gifting a sub. Okay, this is it. So yeah, I have a BFG shot and 3 Crucible tokens,
Inside
so
that citadel is the
a little
soul
frustrating.
extraction chamber.
But
We must make
that's
our
better to
way
have it on this save than the other one, really.
where the pure Argent energy is exported.
Somebody else redeemed a card. All right. Thank you for letting me know. Detonate. Ooh. All right, Detonate. Here. Da-da-da-da-da. You just spent some channel points because you watched the stream a lot, and here's some cards. Here's another card for you. What is that? Ooh. Oh, no way. No, oh, okay, I thought it was a Battletoad. Metal Combat, Falcon's Revenge, which bizarrely is a sequel to... What was the first one called? Battle Clash, I think? Yeah, Super Scope game. In the 21st century, society has fallen into total chaos. Every city is an armed camp, and the leading form of entertainment is the battle game. Mike Anderson doesn't think this is fair, and he is fighting to change it. Join him as he battles Anubis and his chiefs. Challenge. How quickly can you dispatch the Giga Desp second form? I don't know what... It's just DESP colon. Novice is under 2:30. Intermediate under 2 minutes. Pro under 2 minutes without defeating Rolla. I don't know how you could do that, but there you go. There's your gamer challenge. You can prove yourself a pro gamer as soon as you get this card. I will either DM you, or you can just PM me right now. Here, let me tab out and start taking down notes. Make sure I don't forget. Never want to forget. Done that before. I'll just like draw a card, put it down on my desk, be like, yes. Since I'm thinking about it right now, it is impossible for me to forget. Can't happen. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, you can either hit me up on DM. Ah, shoot. Oh no. Sorry, I found this plugin. I'm gonna have to do it in stages. I found a plugin where I could, I can actually rip videos from an entire Twitter feed. And there was an excellent Twitter account where all they do is post old Japanese video game advertisements. It's fantastic. And with the power of Chrome plugins, I was just scraping the entire channel, and they have like 16,000 posts, so I was just letting it run, and I guess the tab outran Chrome's memory limit, because apparently Chrome has that. Who would have thought? Oh, right. So that's understandable. I'll just have to do it in phases, which kind of might have its own troubles, because I don't know. Sometimes loading older tweets on Twitter can be a pain in the ass. Okay, yeah, this is the real one. This is the real one. No dying aloud right now. Ah. Okay, no dying aloud. Somebody dying over there because I said no. None. Chrome is greedy with memory. Yeah, a lot of people take exception to how Chrome uses memory. So it's okay to be greedy with memory. That's what it's for. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people who are not in any way qualified to speak on the internal workings of a machine or how much RAM applications should use get really haughty about how much RAM Chrome uses. RAM's there to be used. And actually, it's weird that more programs don't claim more. There's a weird hitch, I think, with a lot of engineers from way back in the day when RAM didn't flow from every water faucet on your PC. To only claim as much RAM as you actually needed. There's no need for that anymore. You can actually just gobble up a ton. Because it's actually more efficient to have tons of RAM to work with instead of running up to your limit of RAM and then asking the OS for more. Every program has a RAM limit. It's the 64-bit total addressable space of 16 exabytes. Well, I'm not sure that all of my 16 exabytes of RAM have really been occupied. But... I'm gonna 64-bit OS is future-proof for a bit. I think we'll be all right. Okay, well that's good to know. I can always skip back at the end of the level and pick up that token if I need to. That's the only one in the level, I think. So actually that works out, because the only Crucible token I can think I'm going to use is near the end. If I get this now, I'll recover BFG, or I could save it till the end of the level and recover BFG then. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to save the BFG till the end of the level.
Your people are made to suffer.
And I can't remember exactly when I said I wanted to use the BFG here. I don't think I ended up doing it before they didn't have it. So I'm just gonna play this fight out. I'm gonna save the overdrive until more of the bad stuff spawns. Is that a bad thing? That's a bad thing. Alright. Fuck, jump up. Thank you. So good his sled, did I? Huh. Huh. Okay, I was about to say, I feel like something didn't happen right. Dang it, come on. Okay. Rawr. I guess I got enough to max this out now. Sure. But half of all web devs couldn't calculate the time and space complexity of their code. I mean, yeah, web development unfortunately has gone too far the other way. It feels like, of like going from trying to scrape and use every last kilobyte of RAM to just being like, fuck it. But it's like, it's not even an executional thing. It's more like, it's just websites that are loaded down with 18 million ad selecting and tracking scripts. It's like, I want to support websites for providing content and like provide money to writers and all that stuff. God damn, man, when it makes the website run like ass, and then you have like full videos popping up over your mobile scrolling and stuff. Mobile ads are getting so hideous. Just horrific.
The suffering on Earth, the bloodshed.
Right. Wait for the... I don't know what causes the arachnotron to spawn.
Soul is extracted. The husk of the
I have so much respect for people that work on PLCs and stuff. It's easy to make something work, it's hard to be efficient. I agree. There's
the extracted soul that remains.
There's beauty in very elegant and efficient code. Compilers were a mistake. I like compiling. I like getting code ready to be as efficient as possible. off the bar. Are you out? You out yet? You're not. Maybe it's after the Red Knight? There's my friend. In C++, you literally have to keep track of all your garbage, delete pointers to avoid memory leaks, and Java and Python cleans it all up for you. It does, but that also takes time. You're right, though. Memory leaks are are just part of living when you're coding in C and C++. But garbage collection is not an efficient process. It's a nice thought. I mean, theoretically, the operating system is supposed to be your most efficient form of garbage collection, but Lord knows that's not the case. So sorry for the mess up in bombardment. I always feel like, oh, I forget one part of my address since moving here. No, don't worry about it. As long as the most recent one is your complete address, it's totally fine. I just don't want to send it to the wrong place. So as long as you make it very clear, and ideally it's the most recent one. What's your, okay, well, no more of that then. No more. That is right out. Right out. Not doing that anymore. I missed an upgrade again? No, I did that on purpose. I'm leaving that till the end of the level, because when I pick that up, the ammo upgrade's the last one, and I will get full BFG for that.
The demons only utilize.
So I'm saving that so I can just drop a couple of BFGs in the last arena.
It was the Makers and the Sentinel Priests who discovered and unlocked the true power of the Essence. They combined Sentinel and Hell energies together.
OS's job is to make sure everyone gets a turn on the CPU and RAM to stay out of the way. Linux does that job very well. It does. Yeah. I mean, now with parallel processing, OSs have even more responsibilities about how to assign tasks. But yeah, at its core, the OS is responsible for assigning resources, not necessarily getting them back. But usually when a process closes,
this facility was...
the OS should prevent an application from running over its allotted memory space. So an application says, I want 6 gigabytes of RAM. The OS is like, you got it. And then once it starts to go over 6, the OS is like, no, you don't. What? You're not allowed that. Like, it's supposed to stop it, but that doesn't happen that often. Are you able to go all the way back for that? Yes. At the end of the level, you can fast travel to anywhere in the level. As long as you don't leave the level. If I leave the level, it's gone forever.
For a maker could never set foot in hell, nor demon in murder.
Did they ever make multi-threading less of a nightmare in C++? I can only assume that it's not manual anymore. Because, yeah, in the, like, mid to late aughts, like, kind of like you're saying, the late 2000s, yeah, multi-threading was like you had to, like, pretty much manually sort everything out. I'm pretty sure load balancing has become a lot more nuanced since then, but I could be wrong. I haven't been in coding for a long time. Yeah. Let me make sure that... Oh. Okay. Oh, come on! Doomslayer! Dude! I hope it spawned me up there. Okay, it did. That was a new problem. Such a satisfying scorch. God damn it, just fucking God! It's stressing me out. was another prowler up here. I should have chainsaw. Why does the audio sound muffled? I don't know. C is rough when you're used to object-oriented. Yeah, I don't know that I could wrap my head around doing a project at scale without slipping into object-oriented organization of assets and stuff. It was drilled in too hard. Yeah, they really got me on the philosophy of object-oriented programming. Oh, there was a suit token I missed. My first CS class was in Java and I wanted to die. See, like, I feel like Java's a good intro language. But if you, I feel like, yeah, if you go, if you know any other language at all, and then you have to go to Java, you hate it. Because that was certainly my experience. Okay, I've got everything I need. I mean, I guess I can buy mobile turret, but I really don't see a use for it in the rest of the game. When you fall off ledges or go out of bounds, use the chain gun shield, it'll block the damage. I never thought of that. Never once thought of doing that. That's an interesting idea. I will try to remember. Okay, so there's a Crucible token there, and there's a B... Well, I'm going to get full BFG at the end of this, so... I can freely use Crucible. No, I can use one Crucible. I can freely use BFG. Which, you know, was my strat to begin with. I like how they couldn't find a better use, or like a better way to hold up their towers than to have 2 enslaved demons doing it manually. Oh, fuck! Oh, what an asshole. Oh. One hell of a Mr. President. I mean, that was the president I was trying to get, so he Mr. Presidented himself to a degree. But hey, no harm, no foul. Don't let me lead level. Do not let me step in the stupid portal without going back and getting that upgrade. Lord help me. Also, yeah, my Crucible token, and the ammo upgrade.
The icon of sin.
There we go. Okay. So... Yeah, I was way at the beginning. Corpse conveyor. Thank you, Complete's dad. Thank you very much for the intensity of your warning. Yeah, 2 levels to go. Erdak and Hell on Earth. Final Sin. Wait, Hell on Earth is the first level. Right. H files are so nice for presentation. Yeah, they're clean. They're clean. And also, I've always liked the sensation of, like, opening up a project, throwing in your includes, and it kind of feels like you're strapping on your tool belt, you know? Here's all these resources that your libraries, literally your libraries that you're loading up. But I have some emotional connections to, like, you know, math.h and shit like that. Did you miss upgrades? Not anymore. Or standard IO.h, you know. The golden oldies, I don't even know if they get used anymore. There's some suit tokens, there's a Crucible token I can't pick up. I don't really care about any of that because I have full Crucible. So I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move on. Fully maxed out? Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. Full BFG, full Crucible, and all upgrades. I got full fuel too. All right, let's hop in. Let's hop into the sauna. Shwoomp. All the way to heaven itself. Whoa, we're halfway there. Let's see. Let me check the Destiny chat here. All right. This fight got me anxious and the BFG got blocked. Hey, I'm here to overcome. Improvise, adapt, overcome. That's what the Doomslayer would do. Made such insane progress the past few weeks. What you've been doing? I mean, Bill, it reminds me a lot of like 2016 was exactly the same way. I got stuck so hard on the first like 4 or 5 levels, and then it really is like once you get all your upgrades, the game changes and to some degree becomes easier. I think depending on how you play, but it actually does become easier. Really, like beating the first 3 levels in Eternal on Ultra Nightmare is the hardest part, and then it's 4 and 5 are pretty rough, but after that it's a pretty downhill slide. And I kind of changed the way I was playing and all that stuff, so. Halo Dudette, thank you for the resub. So yeah, 2 more levels to go. I do wish I could just kind of plunk down here and grind through it. I'm kind of scared, to be honest. It'll hurt to not wrap it up right now. Yeah, and the DLC was also a great de-rester. I'm so appreciative of that. But, like I said, I have a bit of a Destiny play date. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go post my my Fireball sponsored media, and then I'll be back with some Destiny with Jacob and a lot of the PC House, the Fun House Destiny crew. They're all great people, so it's gonna be fantastic. Oh, 1 second. Ace1 of 2 says, I'm drunk and I need to vent. I had to kick out a client today who was doing super well in treatment because he had a visitor give him a package with sodium hydroxide and ammonium nitrate in it, which if you don't know is what's used to make shake and bake meth or a bomb. Super disappointed in him, really messed me up today. I'm really sorry to hear that, Ace. I'm really, really sorry to hear that. These days, nothing gets under my skin more than having, like, seeing human positivity go sideways, you know? There were moments of genuine human compassion and love in the world, and there are moments where, you know, bad things happen to good people or people mess up momentum that they had. So I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay to feel bad about that. It's okay to be upset about that. I'd be upset about that. But that's life, unfortunately. It shouldn't surprise me anymore, but they keep finding new ways to shock me. Don't feel bad if it's still bothering you. I know it, like no one wants to feel shitty. So I'm sure at some level you wish you could turn that part of yourself off. But I think if you did, it would probably reduce your ability to really help people. So unfortunately, I think the sting is just kind of comes with the territory of for the 50% of the time you can really get involved and care and people actually do feel that connection and it actually does improve their lives. The counterpoint is that the other 50% when, you know, somebody is making a great improvement and then they just slip for whatever reason. Sucks, dude. It sucks. I think the important thing is to, like, yeah, try to find a positive outcome, even if the reality sucks and it's a lot of wasted effort and it's very tragic. But yes, I think the trick there is to take care of yourself too. Give yourself time to recover from it. Don't ignore the impact it has on you. I think that's where people trip up. It's like you want to be strong, right? You want to be able to just take all this shit on the chin and roll forward. And I think sometimes strength is being a little rickety but moving forward anyway. But sometimes also being strong is having the awareness to know when you got to take a step back and recover. You know, nobody, despite what we see in movies and stuff, no one is 100% strong all the time. That's just not how it works. So take breaks. Be good to yourself. Let yourself recover and then come back with a roar. All right. That's my dumb little pontification for now. How long is the stream gonna last? Probably a while. Gonna play some Doom. Gonna catch up on it. Hey, Sandra. Good to see you. Good to see you a lot. Good to see you a lot. No one says it like that, but I just did. Wait a minute. Quick break. Yeah, you can't avoid stepping on shit in life. Damn right, I'm does. All right, be back in a second, guys.